Greetings to you all. Shalom, shalom. For today, I'm sharing my third part of the Fruit of the Spirit series. Just to remind you guys, this is Leander from JTL Kuwait coming back to you guys. And today I'm sharing part 3, which is about peace. And the verse is from Galatians 5, verse 22 to 24, which is, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. This is, yeah, that's one of my most favorite verses of all time. So today we are on week 3, which is peace. And about this peace, I actually couldn't record my last week because I actually wasn't at peace because my mind was everywhere and I was very tired. And so now I'm back. I'm actually full of life, and and I guess I think I've actually found the meaning of peace to me, what peace means to me. So these are my thoughts, and when I think about peace, there's this song that just comes to me. It's by Carrie Job and actually Elevation Church. It goes like this. The Lord bless you and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. For me, it's a very beautiful song. It's just full of love and joy and peace, man, and it just makes me feel so good. The song comes from the Bible in the book of Numbers 6 verses 22 to 24. For me, this verse is really very special to me because of my uncle. My uncle, right? He used to read the verse before we usually pray. Okay, during the prayer, he would read the verse, and then my cousin would usually say the other half of the verse, and the verse goes like this, open quote. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, This is the way you shall bless the children of Israel, saying unto them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord shine his face upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. This is a beautiful verse. And touching on the word bless, because it said the Lord bless you. And the word bless, it means having when a person receives divine favor from God, you feel blessed. It's a great feeling, and then and goes and says that and keep you. When you feel like the Lord keeps you safe in his arms under the shadow of his wings, you usually feel that warmth and love, feeling safe. In a way, that's a sense of peace. That's another element of peace. And the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. Whenever you have the Lord looking at your face, actually looking to you, like you want to feel his grace, his amazing grace. And you're sort of like, what does grace mean? But everybody says grace, 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 but I don't really know what grace means. So I actually dug deep and I found what the meaning of grace is. And basically, grace is the love and mercy that were given to us by God, not because we deserve it, just because God desires us to have his love and mercy. So love and mercy is grace. it's a gift from God, you know. So being loved and having mercy upon you, that's for me, that's another form of peace, you know. So this verse is basically just oozing peace, and then it ends with the the Lord lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Um, you know, countenance is actually another word for face or facial expression, and also it means approval or favor, and then also means moral support. So it's like a very uh, uh, it's a blessing on its own, feeling like you are safe in the Lord's arms, you know, being at peace and give you peace. So basically, God should be a source of peace. Whenever you are troubled, you should look toward to God to actually bring you that peace. So yeah, and then in the beginning of the video, I said shalom because shalom means peace in Hebrew, and the word shalom, if you break it down, it means completeness, success, fulfillment, wholeness, harmony, security, and well-being. Being sane, you know, like it's like you are everything is going well with you, you know. So yeah, so now since I was actually having a hard time finding out what peace really means, I actually asked a couple of my friends to actually help me with this. So I spoke to Messiah and I asked him, "Yo man, what does peace mean?" And yeah, he said, I'm gonna quote his words, open quote. Peace means joy and kindness, but peace is not eternal unless it's the sleep of death. Then that is peace. And then I'm like, okay, but what is kindness then? And then he said that being kind brings you peace, and you are not easily angered or frustrated when you are at peace, and then giving out positive energy brings peace. That's what Messiah said to me. Like, okay, cool, I understand what you're trying to say. So basically, he meant like find what brings you joy, and that's your peace. And then being kind and actually giving out positive energy brings one peace. So like, okay, cool, that makes sense. And then I actually asked U Junior as well, what does peace mean to him? And this is what he said. Open quote. Peace means freedom to me, in the sense that if I was up to today and decided to jump off a cliff, no one will usually hold me accountable, but just accept it as is. Like, okay, can you explain more? And then he said, all all you can do to actually attain peace is to tolerate and consistently adapt as time keeps moving, and also master the arts of silence. Okay, cool. So basically, if you want to have peace, you must basically constantly adapt to the change of time and to the different and to different environments. Because the thing is, people are gonna act differently to you and whatever and everything. So you must know how to find your own peace. And he said, yeah. So and finally, I actually asked a friend of mine who Moitshepi Sparkles to actually share a message, and here it is.
To me, peace means having a sound mind. It means being strong in the face of trials and tribulation. I truly do believe that you can have peace in spite of whatever is happening around you. Let's be honest. There's some certain seasons in our lives where we find ourselves running, literally running to temporary comfort. We run to people, we run to certain things because we're trying to feel that thing inside of us so that it can just numb the pain. But let's be honest, such things are temporary, they are fading. They are not solid like God, but God is the issuer of peace. So when we build in Him, like the man in the Bible who built his house on solid rock, when trials and tribulation or when the storms came, his house stood. It stood strong because he built on God. You cannot buy peace. Peace is not your relationship status. Peace is not your accolade, is not your title. I'm reminded of Isaiah 26 verse 3. It says, I'll just paraphrase it. It says, He will keep him at peace, he whose mind is stayed on Him because he trusts in Him. So this is just an indicative that God is our peace. Think of your life for a moment. When do you experience peace? Do you only experience peace when everything is going well? Can you genuinely and truthfully say you experience peace even in calamities? Where do you run to, or who do you run to when you are in seasons that do not make sense? Can you genuinely say God is the force that keeps you calm even in trials and tribulation?
Hi guys, I'm back. Thank you to Moitshepi. That was a very beautiful message from her and a very nice meaning of peace, because God should be your source of peace. So yeah, and guys, also check out her YouTube channel. I'm gonna leave the link below the video description down somewhere. So yeah, moving on, just to close it off, you know, um, with a verse from Matthew 5, verse 9. It says, Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. So we are children of God when we are peacemakers. If you're a peacemaker, you are a child of God, because in the way, think how Jesus lived. He was always a peaceful being. Like he lived off the fruit of the spirit, that love, joy, peace, kindness, everything. Like that's who Jesus truly was. And he was always for peace. And the thing is, if we live according to the way that Jesus lived, we will be called children of God. And knowing that we are His children, that brings me peace. So yeah, so I find joy. So basically, love and joy bring peace. That's weekday, bring peace. Thank you for joining me, and I'm gonna share a poem at the end of this video. So thank you for joining me, guys. I hope you guys are all blessed, and you guys have a great week, and may you practice to have peace and be peacemakers and be peacekeepers. Thank you guys, have a blessed day. Shalom. Oh, yeah. And the other word, it means hi and goodbye. So thank you guys. Have a blessed day. Peace. Peace is having constant battles, fighting thoughts of negativity until your mind bores positivity. Then peace is conceived when the dust settles. Peace is freedom, be it financial, social, or psychological. It emancipates you from mental slavery. Peace is knowing God, knowing that you are safe and loved, knowing that all your sins are forgiven. Then you know that you will have salvation. At the end, peace is subjective, so do as you please. To me, peace is when your mind is at ease,